This is wilderness engineering at its most extreme. A lone man, with nothing but primitive tools and an unbreakable will, is about to build a masterpiece of survivalist architecture. His project begins with a simple act, gathering sustenance. These wild berries provide the energy for the monumental task ahead. With his strength renewed, he sets down his bucket. He has chosen this sprawling meadow, bordered by a powerful river, as his workshop. He hauls a heavy log from the forest, the first piece of his ambitious puzzle. The first order of business is processing the raw lumber. With rhythmic strokes, he saws the log into manageable sections. Each piece is carefully measured and cut, a display of precision in the wild. He stacks the wood neatly, his mind already designing the next component. He retrieves a hand drill from his bucket, a simple tool for a complex job. With steady pressure, he begins drilling a hole through the center of a thick log. This requires immense patience and strength, a testament to his physical conditioning. He continues drilling, each rotation bringing him closer to his goal. After creating a series of perfectly aligned holes, he clears the wood shavings. This log, now perforated, is a critical part of a much larger machine. He shoulders the heavy processed timber and heads towards the river. The riverbank will be the site of his first major installation. He begins to set up a foundation using wet clay as a primitive mortar. He carefully positions the wooden posts, embedding them securely into the riverside rocks. This framework must be strong enough to withstand the powerful currents of the river. Using more clay, he reinforces the base of each post, ensuring absolute stability. The initial structure is complete, a skeleton rising from the water's edge. Now, he needs to build the heart of his machine. Back at his workshop, he saws a thick log into a circular block. Using a clever pencil and string compass, he marks a perfect circle. With an axe, he meticulously carves along the line, shaping the wood. This isn't brute force. It is surgical precision with a heavy tool. He then uses a chisel to refine the shape, creating a flawless wooden wheel. Next, he drills a central hole for the axle. He repeats the process, creating a second identical wheel. These two wheels will form the main rotating element of his contraption. Now for the axle, he splits a smaller log, and with incredible skill, carves it into a perfectly shaped shaft. He checks the fit, ensuring the axle will rotate smoothly within the wheels. He carves mortises into smaller blocks, which will act as paddles. He assembles the components, the wheels, the axle, and the paddles come together. He has built the core of a water wheel. But a water wheel needs to move water. He begins crafting the buckets. He splits logs and begins the laborious process of hollowing them out. Using a chisel and axe, he gouges out the wood, chip by chip. This painstaking work transforms solid logs into hollow troughs. With all the components ready, he transports them to the riverside structure. He mounts the main axle onto the support posts he built earlier. He secures it with wooden wedges, a classic and incredibly strong joinery technique. The wheel is now in position, poised over the rushing water. Next, he creates a water channel, or aqueduct, to direct the river's flow. He carves more logs, creating a long, continuous trough. He attaches these troughs to the main structure, positioning them to catch the water. But this isn't a standard water wheel. The man has a more ingenious plan. He is not just harnessing the river's power, he is creating an automated water collector. He begins crafting a series of wooden cups. Again, he hollows out small blocks of wood with painstaking effort. Each cup is a miniature work of art, perfectly shaped and smoothed. He drills holes in the sides of each cup and attaches them with ropes. These cups will be the key to his automated system. He rigs a complex pulley and lever system using more rope and wood. The water wheel's rotation will now power a different mechanism. He attaches bamboo pipes to a tipping mechanism. The moment of truth arrives, he engages the system. The water wheel turns, pulling the ropes. The bamboo pipes fill with water, tip over, and pour their contents into a collection trough. It is a complete success. He has created a self-filling water station in the middle of the wilderness. He fills his kettle directly from the tap. To celebrate, He enjoys the first fruits of his labor. A perfectly brewed cup of tea. This is the taste of victory, earned through sweat and genius. But the master craftsman is never idle. With a reliable water source secured, he moves on to his next project, food. He begins work on a new wooden contraption, this one designed for hunting. He hollows out another log, but this time he marks a series of lines on its surface. He meticulously drills an array of holes into the cylinder. The purpose of this strange device is a mystery. He seals one end and fashions a twisting cap for the other. Then, he gathers live bait from nearby plants. He places the wriggling insects inside the trap, turning it into an irresistible lure. He wades into the river and strategically places his newly crafted fish trap among the rocks. While the trap does its work, he begins another project, this time with a new material, stone. He selects a large, flat stone from the riverbed. With his chisel and axe, he begins to score a line across its surface. With a final, sharp blow, he splits the massive rock cleanly in two. This is mastery over the very bones of the earth. He is crafting furniture. He drills holes into the stone pieces. Then, he saws wooden legs to size. He assembles the pieces, fitting the wooden legs into the stone base. The result is a sturdy, three-legged stool, a throne for the king of this river kingdom. He tests its stability. It is perfect. It is time to check his trap. He pulls the wooden cylinder from the water. Success. A box full of fresh, wriggling fish. His protein source is secured. With a feast secured, his ambition grows even larger. He needs a way to process grains and plants, and he will make the river do the work for him. He finds another enormous boulder and begins the arduous task of shaping it. He drills a series of holes in a circle, weakening the stone along a precise path. Then, with his chisel, he begins to carve out the center. This is a battle of attrition, man against mountain. Hour after hour, he chips away, slowly transforming the boulder into a massive stone basin. He uses a grinding tool to smooth the interior, creating a perfect mortar. This stone basin is the heart of his new machine, an automated trip hammer. He crafts a pestle, also from stone, and connects it to a lever system powered by his water wheel. With his infrastructure complete, he begins his final and most impressive construction, a permanent outdoor kitchen. He lays a stone foundation, using clay and smaller rocks to build sturdy walls. His masonry skills are flawless. Each stone is placed with care and precision. The structure rises, a fortress of stone by the river. He integrates his stone basin, which will now serve as a sink. He connects the bamboo pipe from his water collector, creating a tap with running water. This isn't survival anymore. This is wilderness luxury. Before he cooks, he sets up an automated fishing system. He creates rods with stone bases and attaches bells to the lines. An ingenious alarm system to notify him of a catch. He baits the hooks and casts his lines. While he waits, he builds a fire in his new stone stove. Soon enough, the bell rings. Dinner is served. He reels in another fresh fish from the river's endless pantry. Now, the grand feast. He cleans the fish at his stone sink with running water. He places the fish on a hot stone slab he is integrated into his stove. He chops fresh vegetables and adds them to the grill. The aroma of a gourmet meal fills the river valley. In a separate pot, he cooks down other vegetables into a rich puree. He plates his creation in a wooden bowl he carved himself. Grilled fish, roasted vegetables, and a hearty puree. Sitting on his stone throne at the kitchen he built, he enjoys a meal fit for a king. Every bite is a reward for his ingenuity, his strength, and his incredible vision. As night falls on his river kingdom, he cleans his dishes and retires to his stone shelter. A light glows from within, a beacon of civilization in the untamed wild. He has done more than survive, he has conquered. He enjoys a final hot drink before bed, a simple luxury made possible by a complex system. The next morning, he packs his bag and walks away, leaving behind a monument to human ingenuity, ready for his next great adventure.